My name is Dominic Isiwa from Nigeria. Growing up was very difficult for me as a young man because my parents were old when I was a youth and they could not pay for my education. So I dropped out of school. But all I wanted in my life was to go to school. And I felt so bad that I could not continue my education. Sometimes I would be in a dream, I would see myself in a classroom, I'll be so happy. But when I wake up, I find out that it was a dream. So many times I cried because going to school was all I just wanted in life. But, I couldn't achieve the dream and I thought all hope was lost. But one day, a school teacher who lived in my village, Mr. Abel, approached me and tried to find out why I was not in school. I told him my story and he told me about a part-time program that was a training school for teachers. It was like 4 kilometers away from where we lived in the main town in Umuahia. And after he told me about this school, it was good, but I told him I can't afford to pay for this education. You know that everything education is money. That's the reason why I'm not in the school in any school in the first place. But he encouraged me. He really encouraged me like a father, like a brother. He told me I could do it. He said he had seen my resourcefulness with my other brother, that I can really do that it was not all that expensive. And then he encouraged me to go and pick the form and he directed me to the place I should buy the form. And I did that and started schooling. Abel was an angel God sent to me to answer my prayers, my heart desires about going to school, about furthering my education. And it did not end there. When I got to the school, another kind of challenge came up, which was feeding, transportation, and paying of school fees. It was so hard. I used to trek a distance of about 4 kilometers to get to school every weekend to take my studies. But I was happy because I have started something that has a future for me, something that made me happy. But I met a girl in that school whose name is Victoria Onwukwe. She was another angel that God placed in my way to help me actualize my dreams. Victoria was doing lots of little acts of kindness. She would bring lots of food to school. Sometimes when she looks at my face, she will say, she will observe, I was kind of worried and she would like to know why I was worried. And sometimes she even helped with transportation. I didn't know her from anywhere. We were just students. We met in the school. But she was so kind. She was bringing lots of food to school. And she didn't know that the food that she was bringing to school meant a lot to me. She was so kind. And throughout those 3 years, she was there beside me together with Mr. Abel. They provided all the encouragement and so many other helps that I needed to go through those 3 years. Finally, after the 3 years, we are over and it was time for us to register for the final examination. That was another great challenge in my life. The money for the registration was not there. This time around, even the supervisor of the school, Mrs. Madumere, was the third angel that God also used to help out. Together with Victoria, Mrs. Madumere, Mr. Abel, my educational journey was a reality. And this is something that I really wanted in my life more than any other thing. After that teacher training education, my life changed. That acquiring that education changed the trajectory of my life. And I continued my education from that point till today. They helped me to lay the foundation of my education and to really actualize the dream of my life. So each time I sit right now, I teach in a school. And each time I sit back and remember the roles that these three people played in my life, I'm also and always encouraged to do more to help other people. Sometimes it encourages me to help some children in my class who are finding it difficult because of their family background to meet up with the obligations in the school. And so, those acts of kindness, those things that these three people did that impacted my life and changed my life, reminds me that I should be kind to others and inspires me to help somebody this Christmas. Thank you so much.